Do you ever feel like your firm has plenty of technology, but are things still inefficient? Maybe your team is switching between 5 or 6 different tools every day. Information gets re-entered, workflows feel fragmented, and despite all the software you're paying for, the firm still feels harder to run than it should. If that sounds familiar, the problem probably isn't a lack of technology. In most cases, the problem is that your technology stack has grown without a clear strategy. In this video, we're going to walk through how to audit your law firm's technology stack so it actually supports your operations instead of slowing them down. This isn't about learning programming or becoming a tech expert, thank goodness. It's about stepping back and making sure the tools you already have are aligned with how your firm actually works. First, we'll talk about why so many law firms feel inefficient even when they're using modern legal tech. Then, we'll walk through a simple 4-step process for auditing your current technology stack. After that, we'll look at how to turn the results of that audit into an actionable plan for improving efficiency. And finally, we'll talk about how this process prepares your firm for successful AI adoption. Stick around until the end because I'm going to give you one simple question you can ask about every tool in your firm that will immediately reveal whether it's helping your operations or quietly slowing them down. Hi, I'm Ty Brown, an attorney and partner at Levantage AI Advisors for law firms. We help small and mid-sized law firms evaluate their technology, streamline their workflows, and implement AI and automation the right way so their attorneys can spend more time practicing law and less time dealing with busy work. This is something we work on with firms every day. Okay, let's get started. One of the biggest misconceptions about legal technology is that inefficiency comes from not having the right software. In reality, most firms already have more technology than they need. Over time, tools get added to solve specific problems. A document management system here, billing platform there, an intake tool, a research tool, maybe a drafting tool. Well, individually, each tool may be useful, but without a clear strategy, the overall system becomes fragmented. It's just a tangled mess. This leads to common problems. Duplicate tools that perform similar functions. I know you have those, we all do. You might also have inconsistent integrations between systems, and staff members creating manual workarounds, and features that go completely unused. In other words, the issue usually isn't the software itself, it's how the technology fits or doesn't fit into your workflows. A technology audit sounds technical, but it's actually very straightforward. It's simply a structured review of the tools your firm uses and how they align with your operations. The goal isn't to find new software. The goal is to make sure your existing technology supports your firm's goals. When done properly, a legal tech audit can help you reduce administrative time, eliminate redundant tools, improve access to your information, create more consistent workflows, and build a stronger foundation for AI adoption later on. The key idea here is that technology should support your workflows, not dictate them. The first step is simply to list every tool your firm currently uses. This could include your practice management software, document management systems, client communication platforms, billing and accounting tools, legal research platforms, intake or CRM systems, everything. List it all out. Once you have that list, start asking some basic questions. Are there tools with overlapping functionality? Spoiler, there are. Are some of the tools barely being used? Spoiler, yes. Are integrations between systems messy or inconsistent? And are staff members creating manual processes to compensate for gaps? You may discover that you're paying for tools that duplicate capabilities that you already have, or that some tools could solve bigger problems if they were used more effectively. Next, look at how work actually flows through your firm. Map out key workflows. This includes everything: your client intake, your case or matter management, your document drafting and review, client communications, billing, and collections. Map them all out. Then identify where technology supports each step and where it doesn't. You're looking for the friction points. Where does the work slow down? Where does information get re-entered? Where do team members bypass systems entirely? In many cases, the audit reveals that inefficiency is caused by workflow gaps, not software limitations. Once you understand how your tools interact with your workflows, the next step is evaluation. Look at each tool and consider security standards and data protection, access controls and permissions, integration capabilities with other systems, and the real return on investment. One mistake that many firms make is focusing only on subscription price, but the real cost of technology has to include everything like training time, workflow disruption, and adoption challenges. Sometimes the cheapest tool becomes the most expensive because it's slowing down your operations. Many law firms today are interested in AI tools, but here's something important to understand. AI works best when workflows are already structured. If processes are unclear, AI will simply automate confusion. So before adding AI to your stack, your firm should have a few things. You should have clear workflows, reliable data, strong integrations between tools, and clear oversight procedures. In other words, process first, tools second. A tech audit is only useful if it leads to action. Once you've identified inefficiencies, the next step is to create a plan. This plan should include prioritized fixes, decisions about improving versus replacing tools, workflow adjustments, budget guardrails, and a clear training strategy. Training is especially important. Technology only delivers value when people actually use it, and that's why phased rollouts often work better than firm-wide changes all at once. Earlier, I mentioned a question you can ask about every tool in your firm to figure out if you have the right tool and if you're using it the right way. And let's be honest, we need to be figuring this out because law firms buy software the way people buy gym memberships. Paying each month doesn't guarantee results. The average firm is running 8 to 15 different technology tools. That's intake software, CRM, case management, texting platforms, document automation, AI tools, dashboards, reporting, all of it. So here's the one question that will instantly tell you if a tool belongs in your firm. What specific job in my firm is this tool doing better or cheaper than a human? If you can't answer that in one sentence, the software isn't helping your operation. It's just another subscription. At Levantage, that's exactly what we fix. We audit the tech stack, remove the noise, and build systems that actually move cases and revenue. Processes should guide technology, not the other way around. Legal technology can dramatically improve efficiency in a firm, but only when it's aligned with your workflows and strategy. If you'd like help auditing your tech stack, identifying inefficiencies, and implementing the right systems for your firm, we offer a free strategy call where we can help you evaluate your current systems and determine your next steps. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.